Hiya Keith, great to do some work with you again today out on the range. Just to recap on the session that we did, I mean, two big issues really are the positioning of your body weight during the hitting of the golf ball and your sort of need to release the golf club, which is causing you a few problems. If we look at your backswing first from face on, the left shoulder tends to work across a little bit too early. That's pushing you up and moving you off the golf ball a little bit more than would be desired when working on stack and tilt. So the idea is that we get the left shoulder working a little bit more down and across, like we see here on the bottom right footed with Grant Waite. We see the shoulder work down and across rather than just across. So a little bit more downward movement with your left shoulder as you take the club away. That's going to do a couple of things. That's first of all going to keep you more centered and also move the club or move the arms onto the inside during the swing a little bit more naturally. Just looks a little bit manipulated there, and you can see there's a slight lifting as you take the club back. To help remedy this, one of the suggestions we made, as well as moving the left shoulder down, was in your instance, try positioning a little bit more weight on your left side than would normally be prescribed. So I'd like to see you setting up with about 60% of your weight on your left side. Once the weight's in that position, the key now during the golf swing is to feel like we're not going to release the golf club. We're going to keep the hands nice and quiet, and that's going to encourage us to move forward. If we look at you from down the line, as we're coming into the golf ball, there's a tendency for the body to start to lift. You can see there the club head gets thrown at the golf ball, and that right arm straightens and rotates dramatically on the way through, resulting in a very random starting direction and random curve on your shots. We'll take a little look at you from face on and see why that's happening. As we discussed, we move off it a little bit too much, only a fraction. Now as we start down, we start to move forward nicely, but then we cease to move forward, and as a result, whenever we stop moving forward, the club is thrown at the golf ball and pulled across the line. When we throw the club at the golf ball, we introduce the chance of hitting the ground behind the ball, and as a result we stand up to try and prevent that happening. But unfortunately that requires a lot of time. If we swing you through into your finish, you can see there that your hips are touching, if you will. Your belt buckle is in line with the red line that we've put up from the inside of your left foot at address. If we look at what happens with Grant Waite here, here's a guy who keeps moving forward for longer, doesn't move off it quite as much. You can see there that there's more weight on his left side than would normally be the case, but look how much more he moves forward now in the downswing. He continues to move forward all the way through his swing. You can see there, very quiet with the hands, no attempt to throw that club head at the golf ball, and then as he swings through, you can see that his hips, his belt buckle is out in front of the line that we put up from the inside of his left foot at address. So I'll just play that through a few more times, take him back to address. Continue to move forward, keep moving forward all the way in your downswing. Moving the hips forward, continuing to move the hips forward as they clear. Can't move forward enough, Keith, to be honest with you. Keep moving forward. One good drill for that is to make some swings where you finish at chest height with both arms extended. As you see here with Grant Waite, as he comes through the hit area, you can see that both arms extended. That's going to encourage the hips to continue to move forward. If we look at what happens with most guys who cease to move forward, we start to see the elbows dividing at that point, and certainly the left arm collapsing just after impact. Good luck with it. Keep working on moving forward, no release, and I'll see you again in a week or so's time. Well done.